It's great to be here. Thank you so much, Sugar, for having me. And thank you for what a great conference. So thanks for getting all these great influencers in one room. Okay, I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk to you a little bit about digital identity. I'm from Unstoppable Domains. We just became a unicorn. So only 2% of startups do that. And we were just named by Forbes magazine as one of the top startups in 2022. So thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to talk about digital identity. What I wanted to do first, though, was just to level set where digital identity fits into everything we've been chatting about today. So if you look at this kind of layer cake, you'll see at the bottom, you see blockchain. We've talked a lot about blockchain. It is the backbone of basically everything that we do. On top of that is Web3, which decentralizes the internet, but it also does another important thing, which is ownership of data and ownership of digital identity. So that's where digital identity fits in. It interfaces with metaverses because it enables you to log in, and it has a big role to play in DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, because what it does is it enables you to log in and do one person, one vote, one company, one vote. Also on the two-sided marketplace, you see on both sides, the creator side and on the consumption side, digital identity plays a big role there. I like to say here at the conference, this is my 7th keynote on digital identity. It's been really hot at Davos, is that digital identity is a human right. And let me tell you why I believe that. So if you look at what digital identity is, on the right-hand side, you see Web2, the world we kind of live in today. You have a digital identity today, but it's actually owned by the platform, a Google, a TikTok, a Facebook. Because when you log in to those applications then take and sell your data. And if you don't believe me, Facebook and Google just published that they made $100 billion on all of your data last year alone, just those two companies. So Web3 turns that on its head. Web3 is about digital identity that is owned by you. Your data, which is owned by you, which is why I think that it should be a human right, because why or who else should own your data? You are the data that you produce. So for me, this is really important. And now you're probably thinking, what does a digital identity look like? I know these slides are probably a little hard to see in the setup, but I wanted to kind of walk you through what it looks like. The first thing you probably think when I present this is, wow, it looks like a LinkedIn page for Web3. It kind of does, right? Because it has all of your data in it. If you look at number 1, you'll see my digital identity is sandy.nft. And I have it linked today to an NFT right there as a fame lady. So I can identify myself with an NFT or with my real picture. Number 2, we link it directly to your crypto wallet. So now you can use that digital identity as well as a way for you to transact. And then when you go into number 3, this is where the fun starts happening. This is all the data that you want to collect about yourself. So it could be a ticket, like to an event, a sporting event. Here you can see I've got an award that I won for Most Inspirational Women of Metaverse. By the way, I'm going to pause there. We need more women in this space. Today, only 8% people in the metaverse and Web3 and blockchain are women. So we need more women here. You'll also see up there a little badge from Nori. That means that I did a purchase so I could do carbon neutral NFTs. So you can also be sustainable. And then you see a great wearable there from DressX as well. If you go down to item number 4, you see a linkage to my social media. And what that does is now when I log into another Web3 social media application, if I want to share that I have 90,000 followers on Twitter, I can, and a lot of them will give me clout or reputation based on that. Item 5, I link in my decentralized website to my digital identity, and then I can link in badges and tickets and gaming tokens, gaming levels. Essentially, the field is wide open. On the right-hand side, item number 7 is the secret sauce. So this is where in your digital identity, you get to decide who gets the data, how they get the data, how much data they get, and when they get that data. So unlike a platform, when you log in, that data is automatically theirs. Here, you get to decide what you want to share with that particular application. And I just want to show you one more use case here, which I think is really interesting. So these are some of my tickets. You'll see a ticket to a Gary Vee event. I've got 2 circled there for a music festival I went to twice. So now instead of collecting all my ticket stubs in a box in my room, I now can have all my digital tickets here. But the power is now that I own the data. Instead of paying someone, a company paying Facebook to get that data, now a company can reward me for sharing that data. So in this particular case, this music festival, if I agree to share my data, I get VIP seating, I get this really cool t-shirt, and I get a discount. And you can imagine how this can expand in the future with tons of different rewards around your data. I'm not going to be able to go through all the use cases. I have over 20 of them, but I just wanted to highlight a couple of really cool ones. One is a human readable payment. So instead of typing in your long crypto address, what I can do is type in sandy.nft, and that enables me to transact business. When I was just in Vegas for CES, there was a store who enabled me to just type in sandy.nft to buy merchandise in Las Vegas. Pretty cool. I can also use this digital identity to do encrypted email. So a lot of discussion here at Davos on security and privacy. I can now use sandy.nft to send an email that's encrypted. Pretty powerful. We just had the panel on gaming, and I am a big gamer. You can also now use this as your gamer tag to identify yourself instead of a crypto address. So here you might see, some of the names up here. I could see sandy.nft on a gamer board as well. And then the metaverse. I think, I don't know about you, but I've heard the metaverse and AI pretty much many of the times. Gartner declares it here number 9 on the list of strategic technologies that enterprises should look at. So you can log into a metaverse here with sandy.nft. Again, me deciding what I want to share. And this is really cool. So we just announced a partnership with Ready Player Me. You see, this is my avatar. I have it named sandy.nft. Now I can take that avatar and my digital identity into all 6,000 metaverses and be identified there as well. And this is just the start. There are endless possibilities here. You could see healthcare data. You could see education data being stored in this digital identity. It's very, very powerful. And in fact, today, we just announced the integration with ChatGPT. You guys know Chat for AI. So now you can actually search your potential new digital identity name with AI. And then my closing slide, we'd like for everybody to get a free domain. So here as part of the conference, Sugar and team will send you out an ability for you to go and get your digital identity today and hopefully leverage and use that. We have 3.1 million domains out there today that integrate into 700 applications. Thank you guys so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.